Hello, this is Lolly. It is time for us to discuss my 2021 planner. Now, every year I work on a different style of planner, excuse me. I work on a different style of planner, different papers, different theme, everything. So this year I decided to use this. I'd Rather Be Crafting by Lori Whitlock. It is made by Echo Park. You can see how cute this is. It's so adorable. Okay, so we've got, cut aparts, and we've got stickers. We've got all the accessories. These are chipboard. I'm not sure I'll be able to use those. It'll be pretty thick in my project. So this time what I decided I wanted to do is, I could even cut this out. That would be really cute. So this time what I decided I wanted to do is make a traveler's notebook, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm using this. I have, keeping along with the crafting theme, I have Crafting Fun Phrases stamps by Hampton Arts. And I have Craft Day by Julie Nutting. Crop It Crafty Girls by Keep It Simple. And this was a My Monthly Hero kit by Hero Arts in May of 2019, and it's all creativity. So I also have another, no, I think that's it. I was thinking I had another stamp set on order, but I don't. So that's what I have, and the first thing I want to do, I'm going to make a calendar insert. So I'm going to make a calendar insert, and I created these from my planner that I'm using right now in 2020. And I printed them out again. I am going to fold them, pamphlet stitch them, and I'm also going to trim them down because it's a little bit big. But what I like to do is go ahead, fold it, and then trim it once. Otherwise, you get all these different lengths of pages here. So I'll do that. I'll make a cover for that. I also have printed out my brain purge sheets, double-sided, and I'll make a cover for those. So I need 2 covers. And I also found this in my stash. This is Carpe Diem. I mean, why reinvent the wheel if it's already been invented? I'm just going to put my own cover on this. The inside colors, they're okay, but I really don't care for this. I'm not into peach, and this doesn't seem to go with the flow. So I am going to take one of these and cover that, and I'm also going to make some pockets. Then in the end, I will make a cover. So I'm not really sure how many videos this is going to take, but right now I want to survey and see. Oh, that is so cute. Okay. So I think this is going to be one of my pockets. And I'm thinking that I have to make pretty quick decisions. I think this one here might be a good one for the cover of this. And I need a cover for my, see, I love all these. These are so pretty. So I need a cover for my calendar and a cover for my brain purge. So one of these and one of those would work. And the rest of these are all cut apart. I love it. There's 2 of everything. See, that's really cute as well. I have ordered a few extra individual sheets, and so it'll be a while before those come. So let's go ahead and work on the pockets. I might in the end go ahead, oh, there's the stickers. I might in the end go ahead and make more pockets. So this is going to be my first pocket. I'm going to use all 12 inches by 10 3/8. Okay. So the first thing I want to do, this is at 10 3/8. I need, this is going to be a tough because that's not a really good measurement to cut to score in the middle. So that would be 5.5 plus 1.5/8, which I did not think through that really well. So I'm just going to move this a teeny bit and do 5. Let's see if that works. Okay. I just moved my paper to the right a pinch, and I did it at 5 5/8. No, that's not going to work. We have to do it the old-fashioned way, huh? There we go. So, okay, it's just over 5 1/8. The other thing is we're going to turn it this way, and we are going to score it at 8 1/2. All right, now I know you can't tell because I didn't, these aren't drawn out. So what I'm going to do is, let's fold this so we can see where our pocket is going to come. Okay, I'm going to cut right down the middle, and then you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. All right, but now what I want to do is cut at an angle. Give myself, oh, about that much. Now I'm going to flip that over, put it over here so I can measure, and cut about the same over here. This is just going to make it easier to get those pockets up the center. You see, like this, like that. Oh, that is so cute. Now all I have to do is just glue right here and right here to get those to stay. Now, I have been thinking about whether to round the corners, and I still might, and that would affect my gluing here, I realize that. I'm going to do the 1/4 inch here for these pockets. Okay, so that is the first pocket set, and I still am going to embellish these things. So, but for now, we have the bases made. I think embellishment may come later. I said this was going to be the cover for my ready-made journal, and I already discovered that this one will be 8 1/4 by 10 by 10 1/2. Okay, now let me get that scored. Score that at 5 1/4. And I'm going to see how well this wraps around there. I gave myself a little extra because I know when it wraps around a journal, it needs to have extra room to go around. And if I had done it shorter, it wouldn't go. So when I'm done, I will trim off the extra length. Then I will round the corners. So pretty good. And I just think this looks a whole lot better than this because it matches my album and my theme. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to glue up this middle really well here. And I'm pushing that journal in there. Okay, then what I want to do, now that that is set in there well, is I'm going to run some of this right on the edge. This is a advanced tape glider. And now I can glue the rest of this in there. Okay, and that tape, using the tape gives it an extra ability of holding that cover down, especially right along the edge there. So let's get out my really big bone folder. I love this one. It's the Ergo Bone Folder by Dress My Craft. Now I just want to trim that paper closely around that edge. And my favorite papers are graph papers in a journal. I just really find them to be highly functional for me. But I like to have note paper in my planners. Now, if you are not familiar with traveler's notebooks, as I mentioned, this is a traveler's notebook. If you're not familiar with them, it's an elastic system, and it's really good for you to be able to put in and take out your journals. So far we have this and that. Now we need to make our brain purge. Now I have too many sheets here, so I'm going to see. Let's see if that's too many. That feels more doable there. So let's see if I give these a score. So these are 11 inches wide, so I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. I just think in the end, this will help me when I'm working on my pages. Okay, now I need to make the cover for this, And I said I wanted to use this for one of my covers. And that's going to be 8.5 by 10.5, or 10 and let's make this 10 3/4 and see what we get. I need to make sure I get this oriented right. So the 8.5 inches will be this way. Okay, I made it 10.5 again, just to make sure that I have room to go around. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is trim these down to 8.25 high. And I want to go ahead and score this while I have it. So it's at 10.5. I'm going to score it at 5.25. Everything is scored. Now what I need to do is get my holes punched for binding these. Got the tool here, and I need to count, let's see, I'm going to center this. Right now it's not centered between holes, so let's do that. Left and right, that's what's going to help me. 17 holes. So 9. I want to do the 9th. And one thing you can do when you're doing this is to mark them with washi. That way you'll remember which hole you just went in. So I'm going to do that again. Mark the hole. And then I want a hole, let's just see. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 this way. There we go. Let's make sure they're all punched, and we're going to do our papers the same way. And I'm going to leave these washi tapes there so that I can find my place for my other papers as well. I don't remember how many sheets you can get in here, so we're going to figure that out right now. I'm not sure if all of these will fit, but we will try. Looks like it. Let's try it. Okay. Let's put that aside. Okay. So what I'm going to do is stitch this all together. Then I'm going to trim the edges off because I know it's too wide, but I didn't trim them off ahead of time. Okay, this is called the pamphlet stitch. We're going to start with in the middle with enough to make a knot. Go to the top hole, bottom hole, back to the center, and enough to make a knot. And I'm using a tapestry needle. Going through the center hole to the back. And then leave enough here to tie the knot. This is a great way to make any of your own notebooks. Now I'm coming in through the top hole. And when I tighten this, I'm going to pull it in the direction that it was already coming from the left. I'm going to keep pulling it the way in that direction. Now I'm going to pull it over here and go in the bottom hole. And again, I'm going to pull it in the direction it's already going. Now I'm going to come around here and go back up through the center hole on the other side of my my long strand here. Okay, and tie it in a knot. So you're tying it in a double knot over that long strand. Okay, there's that. Now, I've shown you this one. I'm going to construct the other one of my two notebooks, the one with the calendar. I'm going to construct it off camera, but I just wanted to show you how I'm doing this. So now I'm going to take and cut off the extra paper there. Okay. So I'm going to take this, and a craft blade. If you have a rotary cutter, you can use that as long as you only use that rotary cutter for paper and don't try to go back and use it for fabric later on. I'm going to get this line right I want to get my cover lined up with this line right there. Okay, now I'm holding down, instead of trying to cut forcefully one time and get through the whole stack, I want to cut several times without moving my ruler. There we go. To round your corners you can, and with this I can do several corners at once. Okay, and this will also get embellished, but right now we're just in the construction phase. I'm also going to embellish these strings, so hang tight, more fun coming. So now we have the journal that pre-made journal I covered. I have my brain purge section, and I purposely made my cover a little longer on either end or higher. Okay, so it's actually also a little taller than this too, but it's okay because it'll all look okay in my notebook. And then this is my pocket. So I need now, I'm going to use this for my calendar, and I will do that off camera. Okay, so that is all done. I have these four now for my Traveler's Notebook Planner for the year. I probably will make another one of these, as I stated before. I really like this. And also, if you don't have to have the gadget, the bookbinding tool, this for poking your holes, all you need to do is cut a piece of paper, a strip that's the same length or height as your project, and then you lay it over there. You measure a dot in the middle and then equal distances from both sides, like an inch or an inch and a quarter in, however much you want, and that's what you use to poke your holes. So that's all you need, and next time we get together we will work on embellishing these. Thank you so much for watching.